Ladies and gentlemen, the FITAID Morning Show. I'm your host, Kenny Santucci, and I am here with the beautiful, the accomplished, and the pregnant Christmas Abbott.
Oh, this thing?
We go way back, sister.
I know.
It is amazing to see how far you've come. I mean, I met you when you were a rock star, but now you're even a bigger rock star, literally and figuratively.
Oh, thanks. Remember, I'm pregnant, so I have that mom strength going on.
You look great.
Thank you.
Unbelievable.
Thank you. I feel great.
6 months in, right?
8.
8 months in. Woo, you look great.
I got 2 months to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You excited?
And I feel good.
Yeah.
I am. I'm really excited, but I'm not trying to rush this process.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like, I'm growing a human right now. Miracle grow happening here. Cooking. This
Cooking
boy
in the
is
oven.
cooking.
So, 8 months in,
Yes.
we started chatting yesterday. I asked you about a couple questions that I had. I took a pre- and postnatal course, I want to
really?
say 7 or 8 years ago when I worked at Equinox. The fitness business has evolved pretty quickly since then. And there was a lot of theories on what you should and shouldn't do, can and can't do. Give us the Christmas Abbott, kind of 411 on like training and being pregnant at the same time. Like, what are the do's and don'ts that most ladies should kind of follow universally?
I think so. First of all, I think that you should educate your doctor on your current and consistent state of fitness.
But what if they don't get it? What if your doctor is just somebody who's never worked out?
Get a new doctor.
There you go.
You need somebody,
who gets it.
You need somebody that doesn't necessarily have to do what you do, but they have to understand your current state of being so they can actually guide you and advise you individually on what you could continue to, should continue to doing and what you shouldn't. Now, the other thing that I tell a lot of expecting moms is ask why. Ask your doctor why. Do your own research. Don't be one of these people that are self-diagnosed, but find the origin of why is that rule that rule? Mm-hmm. What does that do for you? And then you'll be much more equipped to understand the do's and don'ts. So there's a lot of really great reasons for the don'ts, but then some of them are just like, well, that's just dumb. That's just outdated and doesn't apply.
Give us some stuff that you've heard that like.
Universal blanket rule is that if you're pregnant, you can't lift anything over 20 pounds. I laughed at the nurse that told me that. And at that time, I was like, okay. And I hadn't talked to the doctor yet. And I talked to the doctor, and I was like, hey, tell me why.
Well, what if you have another child
well,
at that
that's
time
the thing.
who weighs
Groceries.
over 20 pounds? Yeah.
Groceries. Another child. Whether it's your work, your workout, whatever it may be, I wanted to know why. And that's just a blanketed rule. And the doctor looked at me. He was like, obviously, you're capable of lifting more than 20 pounds.
For sure.
Another thing is, understanding what you're going to consume. Like they say, no raw fish.
Okay.
Now, that has a good reason. There's actually a bacteria that it can be found in raw fish the only bacteria in the world that can penetrate the placenta and cause a miscarriage.
Wow.
So that's a really good reason. That's a good... I'm going to follow that rule. And then also some vitamins like valerian root, it affects the fetus.
Where
brain
the hell
development.
do you get valerian root? That sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God, valerian root helps you sleep. It relaxes you.
Really?
It helps you sleep.
I've never tried
Kenny, I'm
valerian.
going to get you on my sups.
Never tried valerian root.
So you can't just take a nighttime, an over-the-counter vitamin, even if it's not prescribed. You have to look at the list and make sure that it's okay. And I like to research of what that does for fetal development.
For you, big fitness enthusiast, you're always working out. You're still in phenomenal shape. You look great. Honestly, if I just saw you here, I'd be like, no, she's not pregnant. She looks great.
Thanks.
Are you doing a lot more, workouts that involve your back or your hips or your legs to kind of support what you have going on in the front?
I'm doing workouts that feel good. So if it feels strange, I modify it. Mm-hmm. I shelved my ego, and when...
And what month do you actually do that? Because the first...
immediately.
Immediately.
Man, my first trimester, it was everything that I could do to get up and do a light row, a couple push presses, maybe a light deadlift, because my energy was so zapped that I couldn't take a pre-workout because of the stimulus or the ingredients in it.
Yeah.
And I just, like, immediately, your body is no longer yours. So for me, I had to put in perspective very quickly that I'm his vehicle. And what I want to do is...
driving the car, for sure.
I'm not driving the car. I'm not the boss. That was a rude awakening, where I'm not the boss anymore. Like, when does that ever happen?
You must have been going crazy, because I know you and you're a control freak. So
it's an easy, like, for what I'm doing, I'm growing a human. Yeah. That was an easy shift.
Yeah,
Easiest shift
so
ever.
Stoked about it.
I am.
That's awesome.
It's been tough. It's been really, really, really tough.
I bet.
Emotional roller coaster, hormones. Hormones are crazy because you just can't, like, what I do to settle myself emotionally doesn't work with hormones. It's kind of like getting a hormonal date rape drug, and you just got to wait it out. And hopefully you don't do anything too psychotic to derail some of the progress of other things and ruin relationships.
So I feel like I'm sure.
Holy cow.
I'm sure of it. So another myth is that you need to eat more. Double. Ice cream, chocolate. People use a lot of, pregnancy as an excuse to start shoveling some kind of shitty foods down.
Exactly.
Give us your take on that.
I will tell you, people were like, oh, did you have any cravings? I'm like, no. But my first trimester, I ate double pasta meals and lemonade. That's all I wanted. And then I would pass out on the couch, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be a whale. First trimester usually is carb heavy anyway. It actually helps. It's a good indicator of brain development for the fetus. I know it's very strange. It's kind of opposite of what we learn as fitness enthusiasts. So I was like, okay, I'm going to allow this to happen. And again, I'm not in charge. I'm the vehicle for him, and for now.
For now.
And, a lot of women, I think, just allow it to be whatever I want to do and be lazy. But I think that this is the time that we need to be most mindful of being healthy and loving our bodies and fit, but in a way that is accommodating to the pregnancy and the fetal growth. So for me, I was like, okay, if I'm literally I was craving pasta, I'd Uber Eats 2 orders, and then now, as soon as I got into the second trimester, I went back to my regular eating habits because that's what I wanted again. Okay. And now it's regular eating habits with a little bit here and there.
So you're sticking to a pretty similar diet to what you've always did.
Yeah, plus a bowl of cereal every night before I go to bed.
Does this slow you down business-wise? I mean, I know last time we chatted, you had so much going on. You got the cans, you got the supplement, you got the app, you have your gym.
Yeah.
I mean, you have your hands in every possible aspect of the fitness world.
Yeah.
And now you got a baby on the way.
I know.
What's this look like for you?
I think that I've simplified and downsized, but a lot of these projects were up and running. My supplement line is doing really well. I'm partnering my supplement line with my workout program, BBX, which I restructured a little bit. I'm doing a prenatal and postnatal workout program under the BBX umbrella.
Okay.
And I'm
come
doing
up to New York.
You too. Yeah, I know we're gonna come to New York. I'm gonna come to New York with my man strapped to me. And I'm doing a short episode short season with the Shrug Collective on podcasting.
Okay.
I'm doing 8 events of my life to building a badass.
That's sick.
And I'm doing a similar kind of YouTube series of 8 episodes of why I do what I do. Now, it sounds like a lot, but this is all happening in the next month. And that's going to set me up to be what I've always wanted to do when I had kids, was be a home mom and be able to work from home. And the majority of my day is spent with my son.
That's amazing.
And developing his character and teaching him the do's and don'ts, and also being able to have a passive income. So in a way, I've just said no to a lot of the busy work.
Yeah.
And focused on what's going to serve me best in the long run.
So where could everybody find you? What do you got working on that you want to kind of pitch to everybody?
ChristmasAbbott.com. My Instagram. That's the best way to go find out about my programs and the podcasts and the YouTube show. Follow for a little inspo on Instagram, Christmas
Cool.
Abbott.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Check out Christmas Abbott, and obviously check out all our videos on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to the FITAID YouTube channel, now's your chance. Do it right now. Check it out. We got a lot of great content up there, from Sarah Sigmund's daughter to stuff at the games to Q&As with some of the best people in the business. Check it out. Grab yourself a FITAID and keep smiling.